Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to Ivy Cole Creations 500 subscriber hop. And she is also the one that created the sketch for today's 30 Days of Sketches for Christy's Beautiful Life. And so we'll be using it for the hop and for the 30 days of sketches also. And this is a sketch, and I am going to do a single page, but I'm going to try to kind of combine them and put them together, well, I'm using it as inspiration because this is a photo I'm scrapping today, the only photo. And I am going to be using that Creative Memory circle cutter, the inside, a couple of dies from that Sizzix. I'm going to use that arrow there. I use that small alphabet. I'm going to use the camera and the sun since, there are circles in there. Although it's a partial sun, I'm going to kind of tuck it under. I'm going to use those block letters by close to my heart, plus that little tiny one you saw for my title. I'm going to use those stitch circles and that top die on that dice, those two dies you've seen there. This is not a circle. I thought about making it a circle, but in the picture, I'm trying to recreate the little, well, I think it's a lion. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm not 100%, but I am going to pretend that it is because part of my title is Roar. And so I use the Creative Memory one because my oval punches weren't quite big enough, and this was a little bit bigger and shaped more like the lion in the photo. I'm inking it with that yellow ink from Memento, which I have had literally forever, and it's still juicy. I went ahead and cut out that border there, and you see me with my scissors clipping on the border, just little cuts into it, so it'd curve around the top of that oval better. And the punch is right up there in the right-hand corner. It's a Stampin' Up, I think. I'm not sure, but I think. I had a 3/4 inch punch and a 1/2 inch punch for the ears. And I'm tucking the ears like right in front of the red scallop. And the eyes, y'all see me glue them on. Well, they're just going to fall right off. I don't guess I put enough glue on there. But I will put glue back on them again. Here I had a, let's see, 1/2 inch oval for the nose. And then I had a heart on the end, so I added a heart. And I had the 1 inch oval punched out. However, I misplaced it somewhere. It's not laying there, so I am just going to punch another one out. I want to stick it back in that punch, so I put some adhesive on that strip of white paper, and I'm just going to kind of push it up through there. And it don't matter how much, just so it fits on the face, and it don't matter if it's straight because it just gives it character if it's a little bit off. And I'm inking it, and I don't know why the mouth isn't a different color from the face, but on that little fellow, it's not. I guess it roars, or at least talks, and there's numbers on there, so it's a learning toy that she has there, but you can tell in the picture she is roaring. So this was a super easy little punch heart thing. Since I am only doing one side, I didn't want to go all the way over with that square. So I took it close to the edge, but not quite, because I have a banner to put on there, and I'm going to almost forget it because I didn't have it cut as a banner, and it was just laying it like kind of like a scrap in that tray. But I will remember to put it on there. And if you look at my title right now, it says, I am Lexi Roar. And I was editing the video, and I thought, I left half of the title off. Well, not half, a couple of words. My son called. Well, I got several phone calls, but at this time, I know it was my son. And I was talking to him and making my title at the same time. And I guess I just did not pay attention and stopped. And I put it on the layout because, I had it on wax paper first. And so, yeah, I put it on the layout, as was. But I did go back in there after I finished the editing part before I started the voiceover and changed it. So it will say, I am Lexi, hear me roar. Now, see that little game piece there? It is so cute. It's by uh, My Favorite Things, Dynamics. And it's old. But I had several, well, quite a few photos that had game boards on it and the spinner thing. And I thought, man, I really need that if there's one out there. And I found it. And I can't believe I paid 25 bucks for it, plus shipping. Yeah, and got it many, many years ago, probably 12, 11, 12, something like that. So it's probably long discontinued, but it's super cute. And I backed it like you would a cut file, and I used a brad for the arrow, and so it could be spun if that little guy's face wasn't sitting there. But yeah, it can be spun. And I am putting like 3 sets of circles. That top one's kind of long, which it is in the sketch, and then the other 2 are smaller. My uh, banner is not going to go all the way across since I have such a tiny space over there on the left, but it will come out by the word roar. I cut that one in half, and it looks kind of funny because the circle is like layered, and that part of it is farther in. And if I thought, I probably would have put another circle right on top of that edge, but I didn't think about it. So I was hunting different things that were circles but were not just plain circles. But Hollie circles aren't just plain. They kind of look like they're mixed media circles. And I thought about doing them and cutting them out and put them on my layout. But then when I seen this picture, I wanted to scrap it. So yeah, I made different ones instead. That word awesome there is a sticker, but I forgot to show the sticker sheet. I did put it on dark blue cardstock so I could put the foam tape on there and raise it up just a little bit because there are a few layers under there. I cut out 3 of those arrows that I pointed to earlier. I didn't try them out anywhere, but I thought surely they'll work on here. And they do. I really like the fact that they do to add them into the layout. But while I'm putting them on there, I want to mention that down there below, you'll find the links to everybody. Well, it's a playlist. Forget that. You'll find a playlist for everybody that's helping Hollie celebrate today. She reached 500 subscribers, which is totally awesome. Plus, as I mentioned, she created the sketch for today with Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. So you will also find that playlist down there too. So 2 playlists with lots of inspiration. That Close to My Heart die set, I cut out random numbers. Well, I'm not sure if I have 1 through 9 or not. I was just grabbed a bunch of dies off of there and put them on the layout. The little lions got numbered. I don't know if it's part of his mane or what, but they go around the bottom part of it. So I thought I'd put the random numbers around the page. And I did think about doing them all white, but I was afraid there'd be a few places it wouldn't show up quite as good, so I decided to go with random colors, and that way I could put whatever color wherever I wanted, that maybe it'd show up better. But that's it. That's my layout, and I had a lot of fun doing it, and I had a lot of fun helping Hollie celebrate her milestone. And there's my title, and I did cut out the word roar and the exclamation point twice, so it'd have a shadow and some depth to it because I was thinking the word roar, it needed to roar on my page a little bit. And when I finished my title, I added a little thing in the middle of that blue circle there. I hadn't planned to do it and just plain forgot and happened to notice it while I was doing the title. And there's the little guy up there. And of course my spinner, which I need to pull out and use a little more often. And there's the last cluster there. But thank you all so very much for watching my video. I really appreciate that. And everybody, Be sure to check out those links down there below and see what all the other gals created. So much fun down there. But have a happy, scrappy week. Have fun on the hops. Bye.